We kind of skipped a few seconds, but they was like saying, "Oh, why, thank you, Mr. McPherson," blah 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 blah. No, I've been waiting here for a few seconds, so he's probably like, "Why the hell is this man staring at me?" Ho ho ho.
Were all the victims' bodies dumped?
Yeah, I believe so. But then again, I don't have much information, as I said earlier.
Listening to this music was kind of odd. It's like the elevator music, except weird.
Was there ever an eyewitness?
Nope, never.
Never.
That's what
Like
bothered
my
me the
weird
most.
fingers.
How was the killer getting around the city without being seen?
Oh, I don't know. That's enough talking with you, sir.
Well, I should leave you to your work, and I have to see my client. Thanks for your input.
You're welcome. Be careful.
Will do.
You will get used to my face. Yeah. It's not supposed to be a dark and scary game. That's why I put the light up. See? Light. See, just look at this for a few seconds and be like, oh, this is a nice scenery. It's so open. And then when we get there,
Best gams and all.
Totally different.
She's my angel and the love of my life. I met her on a small case I was working. She used to dance in the neighborhood cabaret. She was involved with the married man I was following. It was love at first sight.
yeah.
Hey, look at you all dolled up. Hi, sweetheart.
I don't like it when you call me that.
I didn't call you a doll. I said that you were... Never mind, I'm sorry.
Good. Now have you talked to that useless inspector?
Yes, I have, and I didn't get much from the meeting.
Are you going to help us?
Of course I will. Was there really any doubt?
No, but you never know. When do you want to settle this, now or later?
No, I don't want money, Eden.
Nonsense, you will accept our money. How much do you charge?
Okay, listen. We'll settle this after the case, all right?
Do you promise? Because we'll feel insulted if you don't accept our money.
What was I supposed to do? Take money off these women? That's the last thing I wanted to do.
She's
Yes,
so
I promise.
stupid.
I will charge you at the end of the case. Yeah, right.
Why couldn't they be given better education? God.
What was her name?
Who?
The victim's name?
Oh, her name was Francisca.
Were you close to her?
Not as much as Milena, but yes, I knew her.
Did she ever talk about a regular client or someone special?
Not that I know
Special
of.
someone.
Do you think Milena can answer a few questions?
I guess. Let me ask her. Milena?
Yes?
Sniff, sniff.
This is my friend, the one I told you about. He's here to help us catch the man responsible. Do you think he can ask you some questions about Francisca?
Okay.
Sniff.
I'll wait for you up the stairs, okay?
Okay, I'll see you in a bit.
I don't like that lady. I mean, she could be better. Look at the way she walks. And I'm some dude up here. Ooh. I'm a hipster. What was that? I
Hello,
wasn't
Milena.
eavesdropping on
My name's
anything.
Gus McPherson. I'm here to help stop this from ever happening again.
Sniff,
I
sniff.
thank you, sir.
Sniff,
Not a lot of people would help women like us.
sniff,
Do you mind if I ask you a few questions about Francisca?
sniff, sniff.
No,
Okay.
that's fine.
Sniff, sniff.
How long have you known Francisca?
Well, I've known her for a long time. We met in the orphanage when we were just little girls.
Sniff,
Her parents had died in a terrible accident. We became very close.
sniff,
We both left the orphanage never to return. We never
sniff,
left the sisters.
sniff, 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 sniff.
Ever since we
God.
left, we tried to survive in the streets, even changing cities. But
Sniff,
we kept coming back here.
sniff.
Did she ever talk about someone new or special?
No, it was not her style. Frantiska would rarely take new clients. She had regulars and enough to allow her to survive. She would only take complete strangers if she absolutely needed to. Apollina is more like that. She always has a new rich client.
You know, when I first heard this conversation, I wasn't entirely listening, so then I took it the complete and utter different direction and was all like, oh, she's thinking of this woman, like, Yuri-wise? I was wrong.
Did she ever have a client that had been violent with her?
No, she only had clients she trusted.
Sniff.
How about you? Have you had any trouble with any of your clients?
Wait, why is she sniffing
No,
anyways?
I'm like Frantiska. I have only regular clients. If I'm on the streets, it's because I'm keeping my friends company.
Were you close to any of the other victims?
Well, there is one that was a common friend to Frantiska and me. Her name was Inezka.
Sniff.
No one's found her. She just disappeared one day. We honestly don't know what happened to her. I knew the others only on a professional level.
Did Inezka ever complain about any clients before she disappeared? Or did she ever talk about leaving?
We all talk about leaving. Who wants to live their life like this?
Sniff.
But she never complained about anything. Inezka was like Apollina. She took on many clients. She left town a lot, but always came back with a broken heart. I hope she did find someone and left this place.
Where can I find this Apollina?
In the sky.
She usually works the park. Rare are the girls who are allowed to enter it. She's very protective of her territory. That's what she calls it anyway. Frantiska and me were allowed in because Apollina knew we didn't take strangers and pretty much had our own regulars. Inezka was Apollina's good friend, so she was allowed too. So we all kept each other company in the park. Maybe Apollina knows where Inezka is. I don't know.
Well, thank you for answering my questions. It was a pleasure to meet you, even under these
I went on for 2
unfortunate
minutes.
circumstances.
2 full minutes.
Oh, it's nice to meet you, Mr. McPherson. I thank you for trying to help us.
Yes, I've been counting.
Trying? I haven't even started yet.
Ooh,
If I have any more questions, how may I contact you?
my cell phone.
Usually in the park.
Again, thank you.
Yes. Ah. Weird.
Ida's an angel on Earth. She's the sweetest person I've ever met. I truly believe she doesn't have an angry bone in her body, even with the difficult childhood she had. A stepfather who molested her on a regular basis. Ida is always positive, and she's always willing to help the people who surround her. That's why she hired me to try and help. She has an undying optimism about life in general.
Why is she acting so stupid
Hey,
and ignorant?
How is she?
she's okay, I guess, under the circumstances.
I'll go talk to her after.
My neck hurts.
Tell me, where can I find Emil Corona?
Who?
Who's he?
He's the coroner working the case. I need to ask him a few questions. Skalnik said he worked in an old chapel. Do you know where it is?
Yes, I'll mark it on a map.
I don't need a map. Just tell me where it is.
What is it with men and directions? Take this map, it'll help you.
And it literally does.
I
Thank
marked
you.
the location of the old chapel. It's not far from here.
Okay. Thanks, sweetheart. Okay.
That's nice.
I have to see this Corona. I want you to stay off the
Like
streets as
continuing
much as possible.
conversations.
Never walk around alone.
They take way too long.
Yes, I know you've told me 100
And it's all
times. I am
nonsense.
careful.
Okay, I'll ease up on you. You be careful.
I will. Now go.
Forensic scientist. Wow. Which one? Old chapel? Yes. I want to go to the old chapel. Chapel.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post?
Well, you told me to.
Never mind. Do you have any news, at least?
Yeah, the American is talking to the girl's boss.
So, he thinks he can move in on my women, huh? Well,
My
friend,
women.
if you ever see him, you may explain things to him.
Explain what?
Use that brute force of yours, you idiot!
Okay, boss.
I truly miss your brother. He was the smart one.
Yeah, I miss him too. Why can't we get him out?
Because I'd probably get arrested too, you moron! That's all Skalnick wants anyways. I have a feeling he will blame me for all these murders. Why am I telling you this? Go back to your post. You see the American? You can rough him up.
Okay, boss.